I want to thank everyone for being here. Uh, this is an important project for the West Bank. It's for Jefferson Parish. Uh, this project will improve the landscape for the entire West Bank Expressway from Avondale all the way to Terry Parkway. This project has one simple goal, is to improve the quality of life on the West Bank. The project is going to cost $1.3 million. It's being funded by the license plate fees that West Bankers pay every year when they buy a vehicle. Today, the fund has over $4.5 million in it. Every year, it's going to generate $900,000 to be able to maintain this property once it's redone and revitalized. I want to give you a little history of how this fund came about. The money that's going to be used to pay for this project is from Highway Trust Fund number 2. That fund was established in 1920, and over the years its purpose has changed. For instance, from 1998 to 2012, that money was used to pay the bonds off the bridge, the bonds on the CCCD bridge. That's what paid the bonds, that money from our license plate fees. The toll money that was collected from us was not bonded, and it was free to be used on anything. It was free to be wasted because it wasn't dedicated. So from 1998 to 2012, that money collected from the West Bankers was used to pay the bridge. In 2012, the mortgage on the bridge was paid off, so where would that money go? Well, DOTD took that money and put it in a big pot. They took it away from the West Bank, brought it to Baton Rouge. So from 2012 to 2019, it was a fight, a constant battle to get this money back to the West Bank. In 2019, we were successful in doing so. Senator Lario, Congressman Troy Carter, who was the senator at the time, Cameron Henry, who was chairman of Appropriations, Rodney Lyons, and my fellow legislators who were there at the time, worked to get the money back, and then in 2019 we were successful. The money is now dedicated to the West Bank Expressway under the Regional Maintenance and Improvement Fund. In 2021, Rep. Kerner and I worked together to make it easier for the money from this fund to be directed to Jefferson Parish. In 2019, the money had to go to the RPC, the Regional Planning Commission, then to Jefferson Parish. There was a lot of bureaucracy, but Rep. Kerner and I in House Bill 347 eliminated the RPC, so the money goes directly from the parish, directly from the treasurer to the parish. So it's an easier process, and the money's here today. I want to thank all the parish officials here. It shows you the importance of this project. I also want to thank the Parkway workers, the parish workers who are here. Brian Parks with Parkways is a tremendous asset to our parish. I want to thank President Lee Shang for her efforts. I want to thank Ricky Templet for his vision going forward with the phase 2 of this project. The entire parish council, we wouldn't be here without your support. I want to also thank Catholic Charities in the Unity. Mayor Billiot, thank him he's always been a supporter and a big help. But underneath the expressway, we have an issue with litter. We have an issue with the homeless. We have to change the culture and address those two issues. The only way it can happen is with everybody buying in. Catholic Charities and Unity has programs along with Jefferson Parish Human Services Authority to help the homeless. We need to focus on that and do something to help improve the lives of these people who are down on their luck, mentally challenged, those who need our help. We need to do that. I also want to thank our business community. Chris Bro. Is Chris here? Chris is not here, but his lovely wife is. In the West Bank Business Industry Association. We had a meeting about 2 weeks ago or 10 days ago, and the room was packed with people from the West Bank who want to change what's happening here in the West Bank, and this is the first step. We must take pride in our community. I want to thank y'all for being here, and hopefully in the near future you'll see this project come to fruition, and we can do better with our litter issue and our homeless issue, and just have people move into Jefferson Parish instead of moving out. So thank you.
Thank you, and once again, we'd like to make sure we thank everyone for being here this morning. You know, you heard Senator Connick comment about everyone who has been involved from the start of this. You know, I served with Senator Connick early on in the House of Representatives, and his passion for fighting for what's taking place here today has never wavered. You know, from the Crescent City Connection, making sure the dollars were being spent here and no longer misused across the rest of the part of the state, till today, never wavered. At times I think he thought he was by himself making that fight, and compliments to Senator Connick for what he has done to make sure today is taking place. You know, and it's the unity of everybody that's here. You know, no one can do this alone, and it's a true testament of how it takes a village to do what we do. It's each and every one of us here that make a difference to make Jefferson Parish a better place for us to live, work, and play. You know, sometimes we get beat up on beautification projects. People wanting to know, why do we spend money for plantings or enhancements on our neutral grounds and everything? But, you know, one of the things I speak at civic meetings is that when you're getting ready to sell your home, or you're getting ready to have a party at your house, you have that honey-do list of what you have to get done. You know, you want the garden replanted, the front of the house repainted. You get things pressure washed and make it look clean and fresh. You know why? Because you're selling something. Well, that's what we're trying to do with this project here today. We're trying to sell a quality of life and a better place to live here in Jefferson Parish, and especially on the West Bank. It doesn't take much for you to look around of this 8 miles and say that you've ever been proud what was here, because I don't think any of us have. So after today, this first phase will be taking every major intersection and making it an improvement, and making an enhancement, and have signage of where you are. And that's important to us because we're shining what Jefferson Parish can do together. Hats off to Connick, our senator, as well as Representative Kern, I think, is here, that has helped carry some of the legislation recently with Senator Connick. We're going to make a better place for us all live and work and play. And you know, Senator Connick mentioned about the issues of what we're trying to address at the same time and be compassionate, is on the homeless and the panhandlers. And the parish is taking steps to address those issues, at the same time being compassionate and having human services assist the individual families do so. One of the things we hope that adds to a safety factor in this first phase is the panhandlers on the corners with the new landscaping. It is very unsafe for those individuals to be on these corners. This is a major highway, and we took in consideration their safety for the future. So look, proud to be here today and share this information and be part of this first phase. There will be a second phase coming out at one point, which all of us will be working together on, and looking forward to that. You know, one of the things we're looking at, and I think Senator Connick filed the bill, is to where we have our parks and recreation have use of under this overpass for the 7 miles from Avondale to Terry Parkway, to where we have the capability to set the hours this can be utilized. Our parks are open from dawn to dusk, and you know, if you see a bike trail here and benches, and that would give us the capability of regulating the hours this facility of 8 miles could be used. So that's one of the future mechanisms we have in hand. And I can't leave this without saying we've been working very closely with the Sheriff's Department to make a lot of these things happen, and I think we have a right path going forward. So thank you very much, and I hope y'all enjoy this groundbreaking today.
How y'all doing? I'm just happy to say that I was able to play a little part in this groundbreaking today. At the request of Senator Connick, he came to see me, and we were able to put in a bill. I put in a bill at his request to make it where we would take the regional maintenance authorities funding and push it over to where it would come straight to Jefferson Parish. Now the money, Senator Connick said it already, the money was there. That fight was fought long before I was there. But I think what it did, it actually made it easier for Jefferson Parish. It made it easier for us to be here today. So I think Senator Connick it explained it very, very well. And look, you got to thank him and the rest of the state legislature for being here today. But my little part out, Representative Green, Representative Lyons, and Joe Marino actually helped support my part, and whatever I could do to continue to improve this West Bank and Jefferson Parish, I'll stand ready to do it. Thank y'all for having me.
Thank you so much. And let me first say that I am just delighted to be part of this council and part of this project. When you consider what the opportunity is for us here with not only the beautification, but for the repurposing of the area under this expressway, it's exciting, and it really is just an example of what we can do if we work together. And that's what I love about where we are right now. I see a cooperative attitude on the council and with all of our other elected officials, and I just want to thank all of you for being here. And I know that my council brethren feel the same way, and sister. But I look forward to working on this and seeing it through to full fruition, and just can't tell you how much I appreciate everybody, and I appreciate the opportunity that we're going to have to look at the litter problem and the homeless problem. Those are two problems that are going to get worse if we don't make them better, and I look forward to working with everybody to make that happen. Thank y'all all for being here.
Councilwoman Jennifer Van Branken, this project is about planting a flag on the West Bank of Jefferson Parish and making a difference. Where we have added beautification, we see less graffiti, we see less litter, and it really does improve the quality of life. And as Councilman Edwards said, the other issue we're battling is homelessness. A lot of times we talk about homelessness and you don't know the names and the faces of the individuals. As luck would have it, as I was walking up this morning, there was a gentleman who was walking by me. He was holding a bag of fried fish. I said, "What are you bringing, snacks to the groundbreaking?" He said, "No, there's a lady who gave me this." He explained to me that he is homeless. And so in the short time that we've been gathered here already this morning, that is a gentleman who explained to me he was recently out of work. He worked in the tugboat industry all his life, and now is living in a vacant building. And that should not be the existence of any resident of Jefferson Parish, particularly someone who's worked hard all of his life. So this is a place where we're going to start changing lives in Jefferson Parish, and we are all united to do that.
1, 2, 3, turn. Woo. Let's do it one more time, everybody. On 3, ready? 1, 2, 3, turn.